Cyber attacks against Sony, Target, Home Depot, JP Morgan Chase, Google, eBay, and virtually every business sector have allowed criminals and bad actors to steal millions of Americans' personal data, credit card numbers, as well as corporate secrets. Now imagine if similar cyber attacks made your lights go out or cut off your water supply. Imagine if the critical infrastructure we rely on every single day simply shut down. The threat is not only very real, it's inevitable.
It is only a matter of the when, not the if, that we are going to see something traumatic.
Admiral Michael Rogers heads the NSA and Cyber Command.
We have seen individuals, groups inside critical U.S. infrastructure.
That's right. Power plants, banking systems, air traffic control, subways, all are vulnerable.
Years ago, what could have only been accomplished through a kinetic attack using missiles or bombs now can be done with a few keystrokes, where they could wipe out, again, a whole sector of our nation's electric grid, not just for days or weeks, but potentially for months.
According to the Department of Homeland Security, adversaries from China, Russia, and elsewhere are inside hundreds, if not thousands, of U.S. critical infrastructure computers. It's not just about getting information, it seems, but it's also the ability to control those sectors.
This is something that we worry a lot about.
CNN was given rare access to the DHS's heavily protected cybersecurity center known as NKIC. It's run by the DHS Undersecretary Suzanne Spalding, who oversees teams of federal investigators, analysts, and private infrastructure experts scrutinizing real-time cyber breaches.
The thing that keeps me awake at night is knowing that there is the potential there for adversaries to get into those control systems, those systems that really run machinery, whether it's gates on dams or parts of the electric grid.
Isn't this an act of war?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. What the Chinese are doing is really preparing the battlefield for if that day were to arrive, then they would have significant advantage.
Cybersecurity expert Tom Parker showed us just how easy it is to shut down something like a power grid.
Here we have the hacker's computer.
Okay.
And the hacker has already broken into the electric utility, and now we've got access to that electric utility's network. We've reverse engineered the codes which are running, the operating system that's running on this device, which is controlling the electric grid in this scenario.
Once inside the system, the attacker waits to strike, and then watch as the lights go off in less than a second. More than 3/4 of the nation's critical infrastructure is privately owned. Critics say those companies are not doing enough to safeguard their own systems.
They don't want it coming out of their bottom line.
Congressman Langevin says the threat is akin to knowing about the hijackers pre-9/11 and still doing nothing.
We know that there's a glaring vulnerability, and we're not moving with all urgency to close it.